Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, is a muscle pump important for building muscle? Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link down below. And don't forget, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, Massive Iron Live here on the YouTube. So, all right, let's talk about muscle pumps. I received a question today from a Team Massive member that basically said, when I do one variation of dumbbell curls, and I believe he said easy bar curls, he gets a really good muscle pump in his biceps. When he does dumbbell curls, he doesn't get a pump, not so much. It's not equal. So he was curious how much a muscle pump actually contributed to the muscle building process. Now, this is what I shared with him. Basically, there are some exercises that I feel give me a really good pump for whatever reason. Some exercises you're going to connect with a little bit better. Hard to say why. Maybe it's your limb lengths, your leverages. Maybe it's you just like the exercise and you're working it harder. And then there's other similar exercises that might not hit you as hard. Now, we can kind of have a tendency to think, hey, I'm getting a pump from this exercise. This is the be-all, end-all. Maybe I should just use this exercise, focus on this exercise, and not worry as much about the other exercises. And this is a little bit of a lie, and let me explain. A muscle pump can be a good indicator that you are training hard on an exercise. It can also be a good indicator that you are connecting well with that exercise, but it doesn't mean we should chase the pump and use only exercises that contribute to the pump. I've been training for nearly 38 years, and there are certain muscle groups that get pumped. My shoulders get pumped when I have a shoulder day. When I do overhead presses, barbell overhead presses and dumbbell overhead presses, then laterals and machine presses, I get a really intense side delt pump. I know it's something that many of your favorite YouTube salaries are trying to persuade you not to do, overhead pressing, but I get an amazing side delt pump. I also get a really good triceps pump and a really good chest pump. So I tend to be a pumper on the pressing movements, shoulders, chest, and triceps. On the other hand, I never get a back pump. I never get a biceps pump. I never get a quad pump, etc. So what does this mean? What does this mean in real world training? In the real world, it means that even though my quads aren't getting a pump, my traps aren't getting a pump, my biceps aren't getting a pump, my back isn't getting a pump, they are still growing. In fact, they are some of my biggest, most impressive body parts, my quads, my traps, and my back. So it's easy to kind of chase the pump. It's easy to kind of worry about the pump, but in reality, over the long run, it really has little bearing on how things are actually going to shake out as far as growth. My back, my quads, my traps never get pumped. Still, they are some of my biggest body parts. My biceps, they're fine. I have decent arm size. It just shakes down to the simple fact that some muscle groups are going to be easier to pump. We have to be okay with this. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't include a few exercises that give you a better pumpy pump. That's certainly okay. But what we need to do is focus on the things that really matter over the long run. Having a good quality exercise selection for each muscle group. If you have a really good connection point with dumbbell curls and they give you a pump, that's fine. But don't think you have to rule out other forms like a barbell curl or a machine curl or even a concentration curl if you want a more isolation style movement. Put in a good quality selection of exercises. Trust the process. Push for progressive overload over time. Nail your calories and you are going to grow. The pump is kind of like the sprinkles on the icing on the cake. It can indicate that you connect with an exercise. It can indicate that you're training hard on an exercise. When I get a shoulder pump, I know I am training hard on my shoulders. But even if I didn't, my shoulders would be growing. So take the pump with a grain of salt. If you find an exercise you really connect with, plug it in, but also plug in a good quality selection of backup exercises, and you will be absolutely fine, pump or no pump. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.